fellow travelers. Welcome back to Drea's Travels. Today we're going to be at the Alternative Energy Show in Austin, Texas. We're at the Palmer Event Center. So we're going to see things like electric vehicles, different renewable energies, solar power, and more. So come on and have this amazing adventure with me, and let's check it out. And remember to like, subscribe, and share below. Alright, this is our first car that we can see. It's the new Volkswagen ID.4. Look at that. It's so cute. I can't wait to have one of these in the future.
Which one do you have? Which one do you have?
I really like for this electric car they have the power seats already, because some of them they'll save on the weight by going with manual.
What you're going to notice is that as you sit down, things are going to start happening, and then when you put your foot on the brake, you're going to start the ignition of the vehicle.
Oh, that's the start.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
So at this point in time, your vehicle is ready to drive. I prefer not to because that wall is going to be kind of hard to hit. But
I feel the lumbar.
Yeah. So there's also a seat massager inside this model as well.
Nice.
And then, like I said, it's got the two seat settings, like you were noticing, happening with the adaptive cruise control in combination with the lane assist. Is what you get is what Volkswagen calls travel assist. Will actually be this little button on the bottom right-hand side here. And what that's going to do is that is going to be the combination of lane assist and adaptive cruise control. And so you sit with your feet pretty well flat, hand on the steering wheel, and your car will slow down and speed up with traffic and will keep you in your lane.
Nice. That's almost like self-driving, but you keep both your hands.
But given the moral compass of you.
Yeah. Oh, I think my chair is on massage. Because I can feel
every once in a while something kind of hits you up high and then down low. Yeah.
That is a very interesting feeling. Okay, I was like, there's no...
Your gear shift is going to be up here at the top.
So is it like a...
So if you imagine yourself in a time machine, you turn it clockwise to move forward, you turn it counterclockwise to go in the past. And so to go forward and drive, you'll just turn it forward. It's based on a... please keep your foot on the brake if you do it.
Yep.
But quarter turn and half turn basis.
Well, that was barely anything.
And so if you do a quarter turn forward,
wow.
Just, yep.
Okay, so how do I get to the
neutral?
Park again.
And then park will be this button in the end.
Oh. So is that park and the what is it? The park and emergency brake?
Yep, that's it. So at this point in time, if you look at that center screen, you'll see that says park. And it's the only time that I would take my foot off of the brake.
Gotcha.
You will also notice that you have a D and then a /B. So you have two driving modes. One is going to be your regular driving mode, which will give you the coast that you typically would have. So you hit 35 miles an hour, and you feel like you're just driving and coasting and flying through the air type of feeling. With the B, that's your regenerative braking. And the regenerative braking is going to be the taking your foot off the accelerator, your brakes will start to apply. The force that's gathered from those brakes applying will be converted back into energy and then put back into your battery. So this comes out, and then this little package back here can actually be switched into, and so you could take these guys and make the center console however you need it to be the most comfortable for your driving.
So that means there's no little pocket thing to hide stuff in.
There is.
Oh, that's nice. You can hide your little junk stuff.
Well, you have to be careful too, because this little nook in here is actually your wireless charging for your phone. So you want to make sure that there's no extra metals, keys, anything that could interfere with the charging of your phone inside of that package.
Okay. So do you just leave like a key in the bag?
Yeah, keep key in your purse, and once you get in, there's a sensor inside your seat. So when you sit down, it'll notice that you're in the vehicle, and so it'll start essentially the accessory mode that you would normally have with an internal combustion engine vehicle. And then when you apply your foot to the brake, that's when the ignition actually will start.
Okay, cool. All right, so we learned a lot about this new ID.4. we learned that this white one right here is going to be the base level, and the blue one that we were just sitting in is the luxury level. The only difference is the cloth and leather seats. Everything else is standard. So I think this is going to be a fantastic car to bring electric cars into the future. Let's check out some more experiences. All right, so far having a fantastic time at this auto show. Looks like they got a few more electric cars like a Fiat and a Tesla around us. And there's other things that are like alternative energy, like solar and generators here. So let's continue to check out the show. Look at a Fiat and a Tesla. I did not know they had an electric Fiat. Look at this little car. Oh my goodness. It's cute. I just need something bigger. I got a big lab dog. Look, that back seat. You gotta move the seat to get back there. All right, let's hear some facts about the Model Y. Look at that little front. And the Model Y doesn't have like the wings that come up.
That's the Model X.
Oh, okay. How do you get in the car?
Press your thumb.
Oh, okay.
I put in the purple footwell lighting.
This is your car?
Yeah.
Wow, well thanks for bringing it.
And I also
So this
put in
is not standard. You added
yeah, I didn't know a lot. That's why it's here. And if you look on the floor there, you can see the little puddle light.
Oh, from the door?
Yeah.
You added that?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I also did all of the carbon fiber accents on the door, the dash, the steering wheel.
Does that help with the glare?
No, it just looks better.
Okay.
Because normally all of these surfaces look like this piano finish, which is okay, but it's lots of fingerprints.
Gotcha.
Dashboard here. Let me take it out of Santa mode. So now it's showing the car. The doors open, trunk, and the front.
Oh, the
door
Santa was the Tesla.
Yeah, it was. Now, what's really cool is that when you're driving in Santa mode, all the other vehicles, instead of looking at vehicles, they look like reindeer.
Oh my gosh,
It's
that
pretty
must be fun.
It is.
So that means when you drove here, you had it in Santa mode.
I just put it on that.
Okay.
I was showing Melvin all the
You're just
different-
having fun with it.
Yeah. I want to lower the seat. Oh.
Nice.
And it has a split seat.
What about the seat belt? So you had to pre-move the seat belt for that to happen?
No,
or?
they're right here. It's got a 60-40 split, and I can do any kind of combination that I want to there.
That's nice, because normally it would be the 2 and then the 1.
Yeah.
But you get more options. So you went bigger.
I
So
did.
with this button, you can just pull down the trunk then? Wow. That's a big trunk.
It is. I mean, you could fit a family of 4 in there for sure.
Oh,
There's more storage here under the middle part. I've got my safety stuff.
yeah, you get the most out of your storage.
Yes, that's the thing about all the electric. You have more storage.
You got lots of space. You got no gas tank. You got no.
Right.
They got no engine.
Yeah.
You don't have the alternator, the fuel pump. You got none of that nonsense.
Well, we definitely learned some cool things about this Model Y and all the cool features you can upgrade to. So, I don't know. For some reason, I'm really digging cars right now.
2006.
I know, there's actually a lot more cars here. So this is the new Ford Mustang. It looks like they have 2 different models here. So maybe they have like a standard and luxury, just like they did with the ID.4. It's such a pretty color. Oh my goodness. What's that in the back? This is the Ford setup. So let's see what info we can learn about the Ford.
Detailed questions, but these are the 2 all new all electric Mach-E's, Mustang Mach-E. Both of these models have the extended range battery and all-wheel drive, so the range is like 270 miles. It's a reimagined concept that you see on the flags. Henry Ford entered 2 Model Ts back in 1909 for an ocean-ocean race. It took 23 days to get from New York to Seattle. and that was back when the Model T was kind of just coming out, and that winning that race, that kind of put the Model T on the map.
Gotcha.
And it was kind of all new, you know, this new concept, this new car, and then we kind of looked at this Mach-E as the same type of story, where it's, you know, their first all electric, you know, all new car that people are, you know, can we just get in this car and go?
Was the Model T electric first?
No.
Oh.
No, we were just thinking there was a similar story where the Model T was just on the scene.
Yeah.
People were, you know, driving back then was still kind of relatively new concept.
Yes.
So
gotcha.
this is just kind of like that whole storyline reimagined with just the transition from gas vehicles to electric vehicles.
Are these cameras or are these like sensors to open the
So
door?
that's just the push button to open the rear door. So when you push that, the back door pops open a little bit, and
Gotcha.
then you can open it up from there.
Oh, to have
Yes.
like the full wind thing. Oh,
Yeah. So that one has a little handle. Same thing. You push it and it pops open a little bit. You can pull it.
does that mean the two of the fronts have this little handle?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Standard range and extended range battery.
What is extended range battery? Like 300?
So for this model, this is all-wheel drive and extended range. So the range on this is about 270 miles.
270.
Yep.
And the standard that's not long range is.
I think that's about 250 or 240. Again, I know that's on. one
It's
of
still
these posters.
more than the Nissan Leaf. I think it's about 220 with the SP.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's full electric.
So is this like the map of the New York to Seattle thing?
Yep. Yep. So this is, like I said, these ones are actually on the road. So this just kind of signifies we started in New York. We stopped in Washington. We were down in Amelia Island for a car show that they had a couple weeks ago. And then we're right here now in Austin. Tulsa's next. We had next week is a big Mustang show in Tulsa that people come from all over the country. So we're going to be there for that. And then Vegas, LA, and then finally Seattle. So this is a reproduction. This is actually a 1912 Model T that was built to the specifications of the 1909 car that doesn't exist anymore because it went through a lot, and then, you know, back then it was kind of moved around.
Oh my goodness, that's what the crank looked like in the cartoons.
Yeah, and it's
Is
hard
that
to
what you
start.
had back in your days?
It's hard. It takes a
I'm
while
old, but I ain't that old.
to get these things. I mean, it's legit.
This is a real pretty design.
Yeah, so it's all original. You know, everything original, for purpose built. And so it takes a while to get it warmed up and cranked.
Well, thank you for telling us so much about the Mustang. All right, so we just heard some really cool facts about the Ford Mustang that's all electric. These two cars actually drove from New York to Texas and are going to continue their journey to Seattle. So they are in real production and they are so cool. Like, I don't know, this is like a really cool thing to see the future. So let's continue to explore. Maybe let's check out some solar panels and backup generator. With full electric cars, you can actually generate your home. Not the whole home, but parts to help keep the lights on. So let's continue to learn more things about this new future. See ya. All right, now we're by the Polestar exhibit. This is a luxury car. It's based out of the, I believe, Europe area, but it's not American. It does have regular handles, I see. Unlike the other cars, this one is a lot. But I think it's a good transition. This is also full electric. It's electric and the fast charger. That's cool. And there's a little light so you can plug up when it's dark. It's a very big car. They also have another one here. I don't see a rep to talk about it, but wow, this is a nice sized car. Having a full glass roof, do you feel the heat more?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Now, they do have it tinted
Yes.
from the factory.
Yeah.
I put additional tint on there because Texas on the back window and the roof doesn't have any laws of how dark you go. I could put limo tint on there if I could.
Okay.
It's only the sides and the front that they care about in Texas.
Yeah.
But, so we had this tinted a little bit more because normally the tint line comes to here.
Okay.
Aftermarket, I had it tinted all the way down. And then, if you look up at the glass, I have a piece that's
You can
covering
go
it.
look.
It's like a mesh.
Oh yeah.
That's from Tesla.
All right, so far a pretty successful event. We've learned a lot. Oh my gosh, solar screens. Let's see what this can help for our house. And then straight ahead is the Kiwi Eco. They do like a subscription box where you can get recycled items and from the store. Solar screens stop 90% of your heat through your windows. Let's check this out.
So there's two different percentages. That's an 80% heat blockage. This is a 90%. So that's a tighter weave. It's going to block a little bit more heat for you. The 80% is going to allow more light in the room, more airflow if you like to open the windows.
Okay.
Better visibility looking through it. That's the biggest differences. There's no difference in the pricing, so you can go with either one that you want to.
So this replaces your current screens on the
Right,
window?
to replace the current screen. So you probably have just the lower screen that covers the lower half.
Yes.
So we would remove that, and then there's a full-length screen to cover the entire window. That way it shades the glass, and it keeps the glass cooler so it's not conducting all the heat into the home. And there's 8 different colors that you can choose from as well.
Is that like to match your house at all? Or
If you want to, match the siding, the brick. The darker ones are going to create more shade for you. That's the main way a solar screen works, and actually these are going to be a little bit more effective than the lighter colors, so that's one thing to keep in mind.
Is it priced by the amount of windows you have?
By the square foot, by just how big the window is. So,
Okay.
And if you wanted to do one window, it's basically a $35 minimum to place an order, so you can piece it together however you want to do it. A window this size is 3 feet by 5 feet. That's going to run
I think it's
about
like a normal window.
$54. Yeah, it's close to it. About $54. 3 feet by 6 feet is another common size. That's going to be around $64, something like that.
So is it like maybe an hour or two install?
It depends on the size of the house. Most installs are within 30 minutes or so, 30 minutes to
Okay.
an hour, because most of the windows will have a track that's already on the window, a full-length track system. So we'll just utilize that track system, and the screen just slides right in at the top, and then it pops in right down at the bottom. And then we'll add some latches to make sure it doesn't rattle whenever the wind blows. Because we
Wow.
warranty against that as well. If the wind blows the screen off, we'll come out and replace it at no
So this
charge.
could save the energy use in the house.
Oh, absolutely. That way your air conditioner is not just constantly running all day long. Or if you have one room where you just can't keep cool and the rest of the house is freezing, this will help it make it more uniform throughout your home.
So would you put it like maybe on half of the house, like where the sun hits more?
Yeah, absolutely. If you want to do just the west side, if that's your real problem area, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just a $35 minimum. So to place an order so you can piece it together however you want to do it.
Gotcha. All right, fellow travelers, I hope you had a fantastic time at this event. We learned a lot about some of the new vehicles like the Volkswagen ID.4, the Ford Mustang, and some of the classics like the Tesla Model X and 3. So thank you so much for watching the Alt NRG show in Austin, Texas. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share below. Thank you for watching Drea's Travels. So long. Thank you for hosting. You get welcomes and goodbye with solar.